My wife said she needed space from our marriage. 3 weeks later, she walked back through the door and said she wanted to talk. I had spent those weeks lost in a whirlwind of emotions, confusion, grief, and a quiet dread that she might never come back. When I saw her standing there, suitcase in hand and eyes clouded with something unreadable, my heart skipped a beat. We sat across from each other on the couch, the room thick with silence and tension. Her hands trembled as she tucked her hair behind her ear. "I didn't go to hurt you," she said softly, barely louder than a breath. "I went because I needed to figure out who I was without being your wife." Her words hit like thunder. I had always believed we knew each other. 6 years of marriage, building a life, facing challenges. But now, sitting in the same room where we once laughed and danced, it felt like we were strangers. "Why didn't you tell me before you left?" I asked gently. I wasn't angry, not yet. Just wounded. She looked down and whispered, "Because I knew you'd try to stop me, and I couldn't be talked out of it." I needed silence to hear my own thoughts. Her answer made painful sense. I had always tried to fix things, to lead. Maybe I hadn't realized she needed space just to breathe. Maybe I had made our life revolve around my rhythm, not ours. "So, what did you find out?" I asked after a long pause. She looked at me, her eyes now softer. "I found out I still love you. That never changed. But I also realized I had lost myself in this marriage. I kept giving until I didn't know who I was anymore." It hurt, deeply honest and raw. But I respected her for it. "And what do you want now?" I asked. She inhaled slowly. "I want us to start again, but not the way we were. I want to rebuild with boundaries, with space, and with mutual respect. Not just love." I nodded. "I want that too. But I can't lie, it broke me when you left. I thought I had lost you forever." "I know," she whispered, "and I'm truly sorry. But I couldn't keep pretending everything was okay. Not when I was falling apart." That night, we talked for hours. Real conversation, not the surface-level kind we'd gotten used to. We unpacked years of silence, small resentments, and moments we had brushed aside. She told me she'd been unhappy for nearly a year, but didn't know how to say it without sounding ungrateful. She admitted to crying in the shower just so I wouldn't hear. It felt like I was seeing behind a curtain I never knew existed. I admitted things too, that I had noticed something was off but didn't ask. That I had felt like I was walking on glass, unsure of why. That I felt alone even when she was right beside me. We cried. Real tears, the kind that don't sting, they cleanse. That night was the first time we were honest in a long while. She didn't ask to move back in right away. Instead, she said she wanted to take it slow, go to therapy, and rebuild trust and understanding. It was difficult. Every day felt like learning how to be partners again. I had to stop being just a provider and start being present. She had to learn how to be honest with herself before being honest with me. We began dating again. Simple dinners, long walks, playful texts during the day. Slowly, we found our joy again. Not like before, something deeper, more intentional. There were rough patches. Times I questioned if it would be easier to walk away. But love isn't about easy. It's about being real. One evening at the park, we watched the sun go down. She turned to me and said, "I never stopped loving you. Even when I left, I just didn't know how to love myself." That one sentence shifted everything. I understood then. She didn't walk away to leave us. She left to rescue herself so she could come back stronger. Over the next few months, we did therapy, read relationship books, practiced listening. Little by little, we broke down the walls. I started seeing her again. Not the version I had built in my mind, but the real woman I loved. She began painting again, a passion she had shelved long ago. I supported her this time, got her supplies, made room for her creativity. She supported me too, encouraged me to reach out to my brother after years of silence. Our life became more balanced, more mindful. We stopped running on autopilot and began living with purpose. Eventually, she moved back in. No big moment, no dramatic return. Just two people choosing each other, quietly, intentionally. And now, a year later, I can truly say that her leaving was the best worst thing that ever happened to us. From the broken pieces, we built something new, something stronger. We still fight, still disagree. We still stumble. But we also listen. We forgive. We grow. Love, I've realized, doesn't mean never falling apart. It means learning how to come back together. She took a break, and I let her. But when she returned, she didn't just come back to me. She brought herself, too. And this time, we're both fully present, fully seen, fully loved.